erkek değil mi?
Yes.
Kaç yaş düşünüyorsun?
The middle age.
Orta yaş. The neck is strongly bent here, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
We're hoping to get radiocarbon dates because none of these burials have artifacts that were placed in the grave with the dead. And so we can only conjecture at the moment about the date of the burials, but they have to be earlier than late Ottoman and later than late Antique, so we think they're Seljuk period or possibly late Byzantine as well. This is only the start, isn't it? In some ways the excavation is the easiest part of the process, because then you'll look at the osteology in detail in the depot. Yeah. And that takes even longer than digging the remains. And at that point you'll clarify many details of the sex, age, afflictions, possibly cause of death.
Yes.
These bodies have probably been here for about 1,000 years. Tuğba Hanım, we should measure the length of the body now.
Tamam. Tutuyorum.
Tamam mı canım?
Tamam. 1.79.
1.79 meters. Can you turn the staff a bit towards me, please?
Sure.
Tamam. So Tuğba, you're removing the leg bones now, and you said there's traces of serious wear at the joints here.
Especially the calcaneus part of the feet, and there are some deformation, and according to mechanical movement, and probably he was a farmer. Something like that, standing, and
hard
also
labor.
hard, especially the knee part.
Right.
Can you see that patella?
Oh yes.
Series out of patellar tendons, and just lifting. And
a lot of strain.
Yeah, just in the knee.
You're saying that's repetitive strain.
Repetitive movement.
And I think.
Could you help me?
Of course. Your analysis, which is ongoing, of course, because we only discovered these burials last year. You think that the people buried in these medieval graves, they're of bigger stature than those that we excavated down there in the lower town, dating to the Hellenistic and Roman periods. They have a different...
They are totally different, actually, physically, and also the pathological way, and 70 or 80%, and there are osteoporosis and scroll more in patterns in this group I'm talking about, rather
in the
than
medieval group.
the medieval groups, and the other groups it's shorter, and just physically most of them didn't have the just that kind of pathological defect.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Okay. It will be hard. Really? Sure, yes. Thank you. Bu toprağı elememiz gerekecek.
Tabii yapacağım.
So here at Gordiyon, we have around 130 of these tumuli, burial mounds that date from around 850 BC to around 300 BC. 46 have been excavated. 28 of the 46 were at least partially looted, or at least someone tried to rob the grave. But 3 of the most important ones were undisturbed. W is the oldest one. It's the second largest one you can see behind me. MM is the largest. And in between is a tumulus called P that was a child's burial, dates to around 760. Now, MM is probably the tomb of the father of the famous Midas. And it's Midas's first big statement about his power and his ambition. P was a child. Maybe Midas's older brother who died young, maybe his uncle. We don't know. We don't have any indication from any of the excavated tumuli who was buried there. We know they were part of the elite population of Gordiyon. The bigger the tumulus, the more important the person buried there, but also more important was the family that he left behind. One of the tombs had 2 females. Another one has at least 1 female. Most of them have single burials, and everything that you see, all of the mounds are hand-built on top of the ancient soil. Thousands of people came, I'm sure, to work on Tumulus MM, the largest of all of them. And it's up to us now to try to interpret from what we find and what we see, how they built it, why they built it, what they put in it, and what that tells us about the Phrygians of Gordiyon. I'm standing in the tunnel that leads to the tomb chamber in Tumulus MM. It was excavated in 1957 by Rodney Young. It was so large he could not dig it from the top, so he dug it with a tunnel. Miners from Zongelduk dug a tunnel. It was wider than this. It has been enclosed now for visitors with stone and concrete so that it's safer, but it's also more narrow than the original tunnel. When they got to the end of the tunnel, they ran into a stone wall. And they tried to dig over it, and that didn't work. They tried to dig under it, and then they breached the wall, and all these small stones started falling out. It took them weeks for this to clear enough so they could see what you will see later at the end of the tunnel, where the wood of the oldest standing wooden building in the world was standing in front of them. So we're standing now at the northwest corner of the tomb chamber. This is as far as a visitor can come, because what everybody wants to do when they get past this fence is to touch the ancient wood, and that is not allowed, because all of the wood is damaged slightly from the fungus that attacked it for a few hundred years. But now it's safe. You can see the corner. There are other ways to present it. We're working on digital versions of the tomb. But now, again, you're looking at a building that's been standing there for 2,700 years. There is nothing like this in the world. It is the oldest standing wooden building in the world. Only one in Turkey.